All right, so I want to show you how to create a calendar like Calendly inside Conversion Pro so that you guys can save more money and do all your booking links there. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to settings, then you're going to go to calendars, make sure all your stuff's integrated. Right here, you should see groups. You've got preferences that you can do custom meeting locations with. We use Google Meet, so I'm going to put that on all of ours. You can do Zoom. You can do I'll call you. It doesn't really matter. You can have default availability right here. This is set to 12 to 12 every single day by default. You can do it by account. That's coming soon. And then you've got connections in regards to setting up your Google account to make sure that it checks the calendars for your availability. That's where you're going to do this. You're going to say, hey, put this all of your events right here, and then check all these calendars. I have Olson Family Commitments and Steve Soko. Those are my main calendars, so I want them to check that before anybody books. So now we're going to go to calendars, and we're going to create a fake one here. This is just going to be for me, so I'm going to do a booking round robin. And we're going to optimize for availability, and we're going to add user. And the only user that I'm going to have on here is Steve. And then we're going to do a Google Meet. That's literally all we're going to do. So even though it's a round robin calendar, because I'm the only one on there, it's just going to go to me. So I'm going to call this real estate strategy session. I'm going to say 15 minutes Google Meet with Steve Olson to discuss your real estate goals. And then we're just going to call this 15-minute RE strategy session. Neo appointment and Steve Olson. Real estate. This is what's going to show up in their calendar. So whatever you type right here, it's going to show up in their calendar. Event color, don't really care. Leave that as it is. This is only a 15-minute session. I want these every 15 minutes on my calendar. I want 15 minutes in between each appointment. I only want one appointment per slot. And then appointments per day, I don't want to do any more than 3 of those a day. So scheduling notice, I want a minimum of 8 hours. I don't want anybody booking something same day. And then I only want them to be able to book 7 days out in the future. Okay. We don't do anything same day because if we do it same day, that means when I start my day, my schedule can change. I personally don't want that to happen. You may be okay with that. If you're okay with that, then make that shorter. But I don't want anything happening the same day. I don't do any of these meetings on Friday, so I'm going to turn Friday off. And I do all the meetings between 10 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. every day. So I'm going to go over here and change this to 3:30 p.m. So 10 a.m. to 3, and I'm going to apply to all. So now it's 10 a.m. to 3:30, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, no recurring appointments. I'm going to hit save and continue. And then we have this custom form. You can go build your own form. I'll show you how to do that in a second, but I'm going to leave that blank really quick. I do want them to get an acknowledgement email. I want that to go to the contact, and I want that to go to me. So I'm going to turn both of those on. Don't care about emails. I do want the calendar to auto confirm my appointment. So when they hit Google Calendar, I want them to do it. I do want Google Calendar to send the invite to them. I want that to happen automatically. I'll allow them to reschedule and cancel. But from a rule perspective, if you no show on me and give me no notice, I will not book the call with you again. Um, and what I mean by I will not book the call, let's say that you and I have a call together tomorrow at 3:30 in the afternoon or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and you don't give me notice and you just no show. I'm going to delete the appointment. If you unilaterally book another call, my team will go in there and just delete the call, send you a quick email and say, hey, you no showed with the previous one. Looks like there's some clarity you want before we book this call. Do you have any questions? And then we need to communicate with them first before we commit to the call because my time's valuable, your time is valuable. We just don't do that. You can turn that off, and that'll take that out of there, so they won't be able to cancel, reschedule it. We leave it on because if they're going to cancel, they're going to cancel. So that's fine. If you want to integrate a pixel ID, that's fine. If you want custom code in there, that's fine. We don't do anything like that. So we're not going to direct them to another URL. We're just going to use a thank you message. So we're going to say success. We will confirm via email. And then I'm going to hit complete. So now I've got this real estate strategy session link. I want to add a custom form in there. So I'm going to go back over to sites. Then I'm going to go to forms. I'm going to go to builder, and I'm going to create a new form. So in this form, let's let this load really quick. We need like Jeopardy music here. Okay, not sure why that took forever to do, but we're going to drag our first name in there. We're going to drag a last name in there. I want their phone. I want their email. And then one of the other things in custom fields, I'm not going to create it right now, but we have this other thing that says, hey, what do you need? Right. So if you were doing a real discovery call, the field title would be, what do I need? So I would say, like, what do I need to know about your home? What do I need to know about your goals? What do I need to know about whatever? You're going to put that in there. Then you're going to click save form, which is this button down here. And then now what you'll notice is if we go back to settings and we go into calendars and we have our little strategy session right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this really quick. Move that back into frame here. And I'm going to go back to confirmation. I'm going to change this form. Oh, and I didn't label the form. Let me go back there just so you guys are clear on this. We'll go back to sites, form builder. We're going to go to options, and this one's going to be strategy session. And then we're going to save that again. And then we're going to go back out of here. We're going to go into settings. We're going to go back to calendars. We're going to go back into the strategy session. We're going to edit it. And then confirmation. We're going to change that form to strategy session right there. And then we're going to come down here and complete it. So here's what we did. If you go to strategy session, we click here and we go to copy scheduling link and then open that in a new tab. We'll see if this works in this tab right here. So we're going to paste it right there. So now what you're going to find is that we have the scheduling link. I can click the 29th. I can click 11 a.m. And now it says first name, last name, email, phone, and what do I need to know about your business before we meet? You'll notice that was the description. I fill out all my info, hit schedule meeting. And that's it. Goes on your calendar, goes on their calendar. They get a reminder email. There's a calendar alert email. So whatever their default alerts are for their calendar, that will automatically kick in and you are good to go. Now, because we're using a form, we can also trigger workflows and automations if you want to do that. We personally don't. We leave it as is. And if they need to cancel, they need to cancel, but we let the standard Google Calendar or Apple Calendar, whatever they're using, do all of the work for us. So that's how you create a Calendly link or a link that would compete with Calendly so you can cancel that. Any questions? Members at Conversion Pro RE, and we will help you there.